Hi guys. Okay, we're going to continue on with the theme of being plant-based and pregnant. I just deleted the video I just did because Dalton and my mother-in-law just walked in on me and I had to, and it was live, so redo. Okay, so plant-based and pregnant. This is what we're talking about right now. And if you haven't watched the video from yesterday, it's about the most important thing that you need to understand about eating plant-based while you're pregnant, which is that carbohydrates are your main focus, your main fuel. And that sort of leads us really nicely into today's video, which is about protein, right? So it's very common for people to ask this question when you hear someone is vegan or eating more plant-based, about, well, how will I get enough protein then? How will I make sure that I have enough protein? But if you remember what I just said from video 1, this is true for all of us. Our human bodies run predominantly on carbohydrates. And so the question really needs to be, how am I getting enough carbohydrates in my diet every single day? Not how will I get enough protein, okay? But all of us need carbohydrates, protein, and right? We just don't need as much protein and fat as we've been taught to believe. And when you understand how the body works, how your health works when it's effortless, how food is a huge tool, a huge player for our health to be thriving by us taking care of ourselves, by us giving ourselves the right nutrients and the right combinations, then we stop asking that question and we know, yeah, we need to get protein, but we also know that we get protein from our plants. So it's not just about getting protein, but it's about understanding that you can get protein from different kinds of sources. And if we just use logic a little bit, we know that there are people in the world who eat completely plant-based. We know there's people who eat vegan and who are super healthy, don't we? There has to be something to that. That they don't eat any animal products and they're fine, right? They're fine. And oftentimes they're not just fine, they're great, depending on if they're eating whole foods predominantly with the right focus on the right food groups. So you know that it isn't even required at all, like 0% zip. So when we understand that, we can feel a little bit better, or a little bit more relieved right off the bat that there has to be a way that you can thrive and consume all plants or mostly plants, okay? So that's the way that it is. That's the truth. Now, it's not just about protein, right? But it's about how easy is it for the body to access this source of protein. And remembering that the way that our body works, we take a lot of energy in the digestive process. And if you aren't feeling great, if you aren't feeling super healthy, it doesn't need to be a direct digestive issue, but we know that we need to work on the digestive system so that things flow more easily. And we're not asking our body to do all this hard work and effort every single time that we eat. And proteins from animals are just harder to digest. They take longer, and they take longer to break down in our body. And the key to getting protein into our cells is that the body can access it. So that means we have to have a healthy, well-functioning gut, a healthy, well-functioning digestive system where the nutrients from the foods that we do consume can come in, the body can break them down, recognize them as real foods, real ingredients, and it can assimilate them. It can break them down in the stomach, in the small intestine, and pass them through that gut lining into our bloodstream, because it has to get into the bloodstream to be circulated systemically to reach all of our trillions of cells. And if that's not happening, then our access to the nutrients we consume is already lowered down. So we want to maximize the proteins that we get from our foods anyhow. And just remember that animal proteins are harder on the body. That just takes more work, okay? So during pregnancy, remember what I said yesterday, most of your energy is going towards reproduction. And a smaller percent now is available for digestion. So you're usually going to feel a lot better less bloated. You know, lots of pregnant women say, oh my God, the bloating is real. I really didn't notice that. I just remember towards the end, I felt full because there was a huge baby on my system, right? It was just there. But I didn't feel like bloated or anything because I think it was because of how I was eating. And of course, you might feel bloated, whatever, but that can be a contributing factor. So if you can really ease the effort the body is required to do, you're going to be better off. Okay, so let's jump into like these 3 top things I want to tell you, food sources that you can get protein from plants. Okay, so playing along with that idea that you can get protein from plants, and that's easy to break down and assimilate and digest. Greens, dark leafy greens, all the greens are huge, amazing sources of easily digestible protein that the body loves. So these are collard greens. They're amazing to do like wraps in. This is Lacinido kale. I have 2 bundles here. This is one of my favorites for raw. It's soft and it tastes good raw or steamed or cooked. And then I always have like a huge container of organic mixed leafy greens for easy salads. And this is key. So every day, and for any clients that I work with, I always make sure that they start getting more leafy greens into their body. And it's simple, right? Because you can throw them into a smoothie, you can juice them up, you can make a salad, you can make a wrap, you can put them in pasta, you can lightly steam them or heat them or whatever. But you can get them in your body lots of ways and lots of times throughout the day. And you're going to be able to find something that you really like and tastes good, and know that this is protein. This is protein from plants that my body can really utilize and access with ease, and it's helping me to have better digestion and better elimination time. So it's like a beautiful, beautiful food. So what I want you to do is 1, eat more leafy greens, and 2, while you're consuming more leafy greens, to bring forward in your mind this knowledge that this is protein, that this is healthy protein, this is amazing protein. These are powerful proteins and my body loves them and can use them, and I'm getting enough, like I'm getting more than enough. You can get proteins and fat from fruits and vegetables. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, where did it go? I think I put it in the refrigerator. Yes, okay. So number 2 is spirulina. Spirulina is this dark, beautiful emerald green powder. This is how you'll usually find it. And I buy it from Vimergy. It says versatile powder, which yes, it is. It's all over my bag. It's kind of messy. What I do with this is I put it in my smoothies, 1 teaspoon, actually don't measure, I just throw it in there. It will turn all your smoothies very dark, beautiful green colors, but just mix it with bananas, cherries, mangoes, whatever you want. This is a great, great thing to start doing while you haven't done it already. The most powerful plant protein, the best and most easily absorbed. So why wouldn't we want to do that, especially while pregnant, when we do have a higher requirement for protein because we're growing a baby. And this is when I started to do daily spirulina when I was pregnant with Dash, and I just was craving the fruit. Like I told you yesterday, very normal for women in the first trimester, and smoothies. And so this was a really easy way to get it in, and you can sprinkle it onto salads and stuff. And it tastes kind of sea vegetable-like, but it's fine. Like that's why I like it in smoothies better. But this is my top tip besides the greens for a product to buy that really, really does have a lot of benefit, and it will help with your blood. It will help with anemia. If you think that you're anemic, you can get lots and lots of good protein from this. Let's see what it says. It says 2 grams, but again, it's about the absorption levels, okay? All right, the third thing is if you're feeling in the market for a protein powder that's completely pure and made from plants, I can't recommend True Vani enough. So right about the time when I was pregnant with Dash, I think it was when Vani launched her plant-based protein powder. There we go. This is vanilla. She started out with vanilla and chocolate, and I was craving chocolate smoothies when I was pregnant. That's really the only thing that stuck out besides like the fact that I didn't want any meat. So I bought the chocolate protein powder, and I have not stopped buying it since. And since then, I've become a, what's it called, affiliate, I guess, for them. So I'll put my link that you can click through and check out her stuff below. It's not already there, but I'm a vanilla girl. I love vanilla since Dash is not in my belly anymore. I'm back to vanilla, but I really, really, really wanted the chocolate when I was pregnant. So I would make smoothies with spirulina, bananas, cherries, and greens, which hits everything, right? And it's more than enough. And what I love about this is it's USDA organic, only 5 ingredients, certified vegan, certified gluten-free, non-GMO, project verified, no dairy, no stevia, no gums, no soy, no flow agents, no emulsifiers, no gluten, non-GMO, and no weird ingredients. So cool, you're safe. Vani is the queen of sourcing. So you don't have to worry about anything with her and her products. You can know for sure it's going to be good and safe. The ingredients are, it's all organic: pea protein concentrate, vanilla powder, pumpkin seed concentrate, organic monk fruit extract, organic chia seed protein concentrate, and there's 20 grams in a serving. So you don't have to buy a, but if you did want to, this is the top of the line. I've never found anything better, and it tastes really good, and I'm not lying because I keep buying it, and I have it almost every single day. So chocolate, vanilla, and she also has a couple new flavors now, but you can fully meet your growing baby's protein needs with these 3 things as a focus. And then, of course, building a full, well-balanced diet. Again, if you feel called to consume animal products, just look for the best sources: wild-caught, grass-fed, organic, right? I don't need any anymore. I just know too much. And so I don't want to, and I don't know that I don't need to. So I mentioned this story when I recorded this 10 minutes ago about the Bella twins. What is that show called? I just said it. The Bella twins, the wrestlers, right? So when the first twin had her first baby, there was an episode where they were sitting on the couch and she had gone to a nutritionist and was talking to her sister about how she didn't want to eat animal products while pregnant, but she was fearful that she wasn't going to get enough protein, but because the nutritionist told her that. But that's not true. So I just want you guys to be able to stick to your beliefs, stick to what your gut tells you, your intuition, do what you feel called to do. And that's that. Okay. So if you're wanting any more information or help with putting together a plant-based meal plan or just some coaching while you're pregnant, I have a special coupon good through July 6th that is $111 off any one of my packages that are linked below. And the code is Baby Mama, spelled BABYMAMA, all caps. So check that out, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.